Yo, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid. What we have here today, you gotta notice, it is the Blue Marinas Air Jordan 1s that just released. That's right. They originally were supposed to release, I think sometime in January. They did get pushed back to a new date in February, and these released on kind of a random day. Like these were released on a Tuesday, which felt a little lackluster, I should say. You know, maybe that's the reason why these things felt a little like it felt a little off, man. And I don't think these things did sell out. I think they sold out on Sneakers app, of course, but like in other stores and stuff like that, like I'm pretty sure there's plenty of leftovers from what I was hearing when I talked to some store managers. So if you are lucky enough, you know, make sure you guys go on leftover days and pick up a pair if you guys can. And we actually might see these things actually kind of sit. Now, is that to say it's a bad thing? No, you know, it's not. Doesn't mean it's a bad shoe. In my opinion, I think this is a phenomenal shoe. You know, Air Jordan 1 is one of my favorite silhouettes. I have a whole bunch of Air Jordan 1s. I collect a lot of Air Jordan 1s. And this colorway is actually pretty freaking fire. I don't know what's going on, what people are sleeping on these things. I think also it's because we're also getting another fire release too as well with the Air Jordan 3s that's coming out on Saturday. So you guys know what we like to do on the channel, man. Is this a good hold or sell? And we're gonna do a little bit of resale prediction later down the future, okay? Man, if this is not one of the best bricks resales, I don't know what is. It has all the potential for these things to just do really well in the future, you know? Don't know how long it's gonna be, but it has all the potential in the world. It's Air Jordan 1. It's a decent color blocking. It's a fire color. You know, the Royals. I mean, sometimes Royals, it takes a little bit for them to kind of go up. Every year is at different times on sneakers, so I gotta try to put that in consideration. But let me take you guys back a little memory lane. You know, even the 2017 Royals, these things wasn't doing anything crazy when they first came out either. And it took a long time for these things to kind of go up to what they're at now. And same as the game Royals. Matter of fact, I think these things were sitting as well. These things were going for retail day one. I remember. Kind of confused the same way what these are doing, you know? Maybe because it's blue. That's probably what it is, you know? Because, you know, Michael Jordan, his, Chicago colorway, it's a little different. But still, in my opinion, it's a good colorway. And the materials is not that bad. I actually think the material on these things are actually okay. Like they're pretty, it's not trash or anything by any means. It's, you know, pretty soft as a leather quality. And look, you know, people want to say compare these things to the Panda Dunks. Stop it. No, come on, man. If we looking at resale right now, resale on these things are not doing much at all. They're like hitting around 200 to 220. Some bigger sizes are hitting around 220. I even seen some prices at like 240, around that range. I expect prices to go down quite a bit after people start to get pairs and start to realize maybe some people don't want these things. Like this shoe potentially could hit under 200, potentially. Not saying they will. They probably will hit. They could hit. Maybe some small size could hit like 190. 200 range, you know, somewhere around that area. I mean, even big sizes could hit like very low 200s, you know, like 205, 210, you know. I wouldn't be surprised. Matter of fact, if once prices hit around that 190, that is where I'm going to start buying up pairs. You know, I want to invest in the shoe. Not heavily, but I want to invest in the shoe because I'm willing to take that risk. Because if you pay 190 for it, that's basically retail. You're not really losing anything, you know? If you guys sell these things, okay, if you sell at a show, it's like, okay, just take it for retail, 190, whatever. You know, in my opinion, for an Air Jordan 1, for this type of colorway, I feel like a lot of people are gonna regret not buying these things. And I know a lot of people want to compare these things to the Shatter 2.0. You know, similar what happened, I think last year, these things released last year in May. These things did about the same thing. Like these things were like maybe hitting 200, 220, around that range. I think big sizes was hitting like 250 maybe. And look at resale price on these things now. These things are hitting about 300. That's what I say about what these things are gonna do. I think they're gonna do similar, but it's kind of hard to say. It just has potential to do some really good numbers, man. It really does. You know, it has, to me, in my opinion, I like the Blue Marinas better than the Shatter 2.0s. You know, sometimes it's suede and stuff. I'm not feeling it. I like this whole leather joint here, and I like the color blocking. You know, I like the Marinas better, in my opinion. For me, this is going to be a decent hold. You know, like let's just say if you cop all pairs for $190, they all go up to $300. That's at least $100 profit per pair. Most sizes I want to stick around with, I'm probably want to get around sizes 9 to like 12, 13. I try not to mess around like big size like 14 and up, just because I don't really like to cop a lot of even 13s, because those are a little bit harder shoes to move for me. You know, maybe for you guys might be different, but 13 and 14s, those sizes are harder for me to move. So I like to stick around size 9 to about like 12. I mean, I think all sizes might end up doing well eventually, but I think these things are gonna go up in due time. Could hit 300, maybe even over 300, but once it does hit over 300, that's the time where like it's gonna be hard for these things to move once they hit 300. Same with these, you know, people don't value these things at 300, even though they went up 300. I don't see these things move on tables a lot at 300, you know. I mean, once they hit around 300, it's the best time for them to move shoes is when it's like that half point, is where like it could potentially even move even more, and then people say, oh crap, I better buy them up before they move even higher. So that's where I'm kind of going with that. If you guys understand what I'm trying to say, I'm sorry, I'm probably explaining it very terribly, but that's just the things that I notice when I do sell at sneaker shows. Now for GS sizes, it might be even a better investment, even though this is more of a guy shoe. When I look at these things, she's like, this is too boy for her, so she was not feeling these things. So again, if you want to compare it to the Shadow 2.0 GS sizes, Shadow 2.0s did almost the exact same numbers. These things as right now, day one, are going for like 170, 160, you know. I think these things retail for 130. So right now it's maybe only a $30 to $20 profit on these things, basically lunch money. But if you guys look at GS sizes on the Shadow 2.0s, they're going for right now 250 to 260. Now that's a price range where it might be easier to move on those, because a lot of times when shoes are under 300, those shoes tend to move a little bit easier. Either way, I think both shoes are going to end up you know, going up in due time. Usually Air Jordan 1s, they are a safe investment. Like most of the time, Air Jordan 1s, if it's a decent colorway, they do pretty well, and they move very well too, as well. Could it possibly be like a Shadow 2.0? I know a lot of people want to compare. Or will it be like a Yellow Poland? Look at these things. They haven't done anything. Matter of fact, I think these things even went down. I did not invest in these things. I didn't do anything with these things. You know, I just have a personal pair. That's about it. It's fine. It's a decent colorway. You know, it's okay. The material, the tumbleness is fine. I do actually like this shoe, but again, it's one of those shoes that is not really appealing to a lot of people. But I think the blue is a little bit better. You know, the Shadow 2.0 the Shadows 2.0 I can see a little better, because this is a little bit more, this colorway is more for like, you know, these are more for the everyday wear, just because this colorway just goes with more fits and more, you know, styles you can probably pull off. Blue's a little bit different, you know, might have to put like a certain fit to it, but still at the end of the day, I think it's just a fire colorway. So, you know, to me, I think it's gonna be a good hold. I think it's gonna be one of the better bricks to resell. But hey guys, this is just my opinion. I am not telling you guys to freaking buy up over 100 pairs and sit on them. Please do not do that because of me. Just go with your gut feeling. I'm just telling you guys what I plan on doing in my experience. You know, every time when I do these type of videos, I am not a sneaker guru. I cannot tell the future. Sometimes in these predictions, I get some things wrong and I get some things right. I just go with the past experience that I've witnessed and what I've been through. So that's what I go off of. So, and I just tell you guys what I'm gonna do, what's in my opinion. All right, guys. And hey, guys, this is, you know, it's all up to you guys. You know, it's whatever you guys want to do. I'm just telling you what I plan on doing. All right. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe if it's your first time here, comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at Jumpin' Chris on IG, sometimes on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all, love y'all. I'm Jumpin' Chris. Peace.